Hi there everybody, and welcome to another video. On today's video I have this VW Golf. This is a 2009 1.4 petrol automatic, and I'm going to be changing the coil packs. So these here are the coil packs. If I can get you one out so you can have a look. That there is a coil pack. This coil sits on top of the spark plugs. Obviously this what this does is creates the sends a spark to the spark plug, which then creates the spark for your car to start and run. Sometimes this can go faulty, and that's one of the reasons I'm changing them, because a few weeks ago the car had a misfire and we changed the spark plugs. And although it seemed to be operating okay, it appears that sometimes the misfire was still there. Now, just looking at the fault codes here, I have misfire detected and cylinder number 2 misfire detected. But here it says random multiple cylinder misfire detected. Now the thing is, if you have multiple misfire detected, sometimes it's more related to something else rather than these coil packs. I mean, it could be the coil packs as well as the spark plugs, or even the fuel injectors. It's just a number of things that can cause this issue. But the one fault code that I just saw as well is that the camshaft position sensor could also be faulty, and this is more likely to cause sometimes this kind of multiple cylinder misfire. However, I will go ahead and change these coil packs as sort of a part of servicing the car, and since it's had new plugs as well, we'll change these. But if we still get these multiple misfires or whatever, I think the next step will be to look at the camshaft position sensor, because that can cause these kind of issues. But for now, I've been asked to replace this, and that is what we're going to do. So get your bonnet opened, obviously by pulling this lever here. That will pop the bonnet up a little bit, and then we're gonna get going. Right, got my bonnet opened. Obviously, to open your bonnet, it's gonna be shut. You have to put your hand under this bit and just press it there, so it flicks that to one side and unhooks it from here, so you can lift it up. It's gonna be a little bit lifted, and actually my lights are on. I need to switch that off. This is the coil packs. I'm using the Bosch. They are Bosch part 0986221023, but don't just go ahead and buy from my part number. It could be that, depending on the year or whatnot of the car, if it's a 1.6 or slightly different engine, because the procedure of changing the coil packs, it will be pretty much the same on all the engine sizes, but they might be slightly different. So make sure you get the parts corresponding to your chassis or registration number. Now I've got a T30 Torx screw socket here. These Torx will be using for these screws, which I've already loosened, and there is 4 of those, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So go ahead and undo those, and then you can take this cover out. So let me just get this out. Right, you can take this cover out. Just be careful with the 2 screws that are in here. Now we have access to our coil packs here, which you would have to, if you were changing the spark plugs, you would have to remove those anyway. Now these coil packs can be a little bit difficult or a bit hard to remove. Sometimes they're very stuck. Now because I changed the spark plugs not long ago, in my case they might be a little bit easier to pull out. But I usually like to use something like this, even though it looks a little bit robust. But if you put it on the side, you can sort of use it to pry the the coil pack out, or a smaller one as well. Either you can go on this side where the connection is, or sometimes you can go on these sides. It just depends, but every spark plug has a slightly different axis, but it's because you don't want to damage anything else, or whatever you lever this against, you don't want to damage whatever you're levering it against it. If that makes sense. Like here, this pipe is on the way. It's a bit dodgy because we don't want to crack it. We may even want to lose that T30 screw there. So this is a bit flexible and you have access at the same time. So this is more or less what we're trying to do. Okay, so they all came out. But I still think we're gonna need to loosen this here. And this one here. Also a T30 screw, sorry, that one there. Okay. For this one here, really, we may even need to sort of remove this bit here. It's just that accessing the actual connection for these coils, it's underneath, so you do have to pull it out a little bit, and then you flick it. So under here is the connection, which you need to push back that clip there. You can do it with your finger, but obviously if you can't access it, then it's harder to do. Well, at least we have two of them out. But this one is not going to be the easiest. Also, because these pipes here, this is like a breather pipes, and they get dry, and obviously they can crack easily, so that's why we want to be careful with them. Right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and release this, and perhaps we can take this cover up a bit. Right, so what I've done just now is I removed 2 torques from there and from there, and now from the back there is 2 clips on the sides of this hose. Right, so that's already loosened a bit. Now we also want to disconnect this hose. Right. So I think we can just open, we just want to disconnect this here. So just press it on the sides and it will pull out. And now we have access. Right, we have 4 coil packs out. And by the way, the camshaft position sensor, it's this one here. So that's a fairly easy one to replace as well. Another T30 Torx screw there, and you just have to unplug that, take it out and put a new one in. So that it's a simple one. I have my new coils here. Now make sure you push them in properly. You will almost hear them clicking into position. They're not really clicking in, but it's just that they are sitting properly onto the spark plug, and sort of they sort of clip onto the spark plug slightly. Also make sure these sort of clip into position as well, so they don't come off. Right, that's in. So we're almost done. We could even slightly clean the throttle body that is sitting. Just happened to be obviously exposed at the minute back here. so we could just give it a quick rinse, so I'll do that. Right, I just gave that a quick clean, and now we can fit this back. Right, make sure that it's sitting nicely and clipped on, and this as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna start the car and just see if it's running okay. So the car started without any issues. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to delete the fault codes that are in the car. The other fault code here I have is the alarm siren. It's saying it's faulty. So the batteries inside of the alarm siren run out, and then they become a bit faulty. But not only faulty, sometimes the alarm goes off randomly. So I couldn't delete that alarm horn. That might be something that we need to replace as well. I have done it before in this, not in this car, but in another Golf. But anyway, so we deleted the other one, and well, the car is gonna have to be driven and then rechecked in order to see if the multiple misfires and whatnot are gone. But if you do need to replace your coil packs for whatever other reason, or whatever reason you want to do it, if you have a maintenance of 100,000 miles, or you do have some sort of misfires going on, or you just want to change them for routine maintenance, then this is pretty much how you can do it. This is just a guide, so don't forget that whatever you do or you don't do, it's at your own risk. So the car is running okay. I just switched it off, and all is left to do is to put that cover back on, and you'll pretty much be done. So I've got my cover here actually, so I think if you manage to change those, I'm pretty sure you can fit this cover back in there. So this goes under that hose, and then you have your 4 screws. Obviously be careful with those. They're almost like very not much force at all to tighten those, otherwise they will just snap, and then you have to get new ones, or even you might cross thread the head there. So just don't over tighten them. So anyway, with that said, hope the video helps. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next video. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. Obviously I will try to reply, but otherwise we'll see you all later.